its own time. No.
Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and it's also November, which means it's time for Morgan to be a little more serious about her productivity streams than she necessarily is during the rest of the year. So with me today, I have our regulars. I have Doc Coleman and Sako Tumi. Say hi to the nice people.
Hello, hello.
Hello, nice people.
And so today I am working on my NaNoWriMo project. I am working on my second space fantasy. I'm calling this one A Song on the Aether Stream. So I believe Sako is working on a paranormal romance, and Doc is stepping away from science, math, nerds, and mayhem and dabbling in fantasy, YA fantasy.
Yeah, YA contemporary fantasy.
Craziness.
Yeah, I guess I should change my titles for the month.
So how is your word count coming? How is your project coming? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Is it interesting? Where are you?
Yeah, Doc.
I guess I'll answer.
Mandatory cat content.
I am coming back to a story that I first did about 11 years ago. But I'm starting over from scratch because my writing skills have changed a lot in that time. But I'm finding a lot of stuff that I'm just hacking out altogether and rewriting it. It's in some ways it's like I've got the story in my head, but some of these scenes it's like, where did that come from? Why did I put this in there? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's in ways it's kind of easing into it because it feels a little bit more like editing than writing, which I guess
Okay.
in a sense it kind of is. But I'm actually surprised at how well I'm doing. I'm just behind the NaNoWriMo pace. And it's like every time I think, okay, I'm going to be doing really lousy, I end up on a streak and finishing just before midnight, with enough words for the day. So
Nice. That's pretty awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. So, Sako,
What's the question?
how is trying something new for NaNoWriMo working for you?
So far, so
How do
good.
you like the story?
I am digging it so far, though I am okay. So I'm a planter,
Yeah.
right? So I do a really rough outline which is basically a bunch of prompts, like this is the point of the scene,
Mhm.
and I I pants the rest of it,
Sure.
and I'm trying to make these people like each other, and they kind of like their normal dormant selves aren't really looking for relationship things. So like it's they're doing more of this, and I'm hoping to get them to do this again, like like today.
Sure. So my story is going okay. Each of the main characters, I have three. I had a halfway decent outline mental image for how their opening scene goes, and that's what I finished. So now I have to go on from there. And I'm trying to make a different archetype of character than I usually default to. Maybe a little snarkier, but I've got some snark in me. I can, branch out in that direction. And so I'm just trying really hard to make sure that my three characters are distinct between them, because sometimes it can be hard to make sure that they're really distinct. I really like my previous story, but I think the main character and her cousin are very similar types of people. And I want to try and branch out a little more from that. So, And I was at John Scalzi was talking about his writing style when I was at the National Book Fair at the festival this past fall. And he said, you know, he doesn't do a lot of revisions and stuff, but when he sits down to write, he goes through what he wrote yesterday and then edits that and moves forward. And I'm hoping if I do that, that maybe that can help me have a cleaner rough draft, and maybe streamline my process some. So, and also remind myself exactly where maybe I left the previous character and that sort of thing. So I'm trying that this year, and we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
So let me pop into the comments real quick. Mama Maggie was here early saying hello. Miranda is here, or Rita. Jennifer Brown says that the time change is making her nutty.
Yeah.
So Maggie is working on a Rebel Nano and combining 2 overlapping storylines to create a novel. So we have were cows and minotaurs and witches who don't mind being burned because they are descendants of phoenixes, and a poor scarlet she-wolf who is just trying to find her reject rogue bestie and take him back to the princess who rejected him so she can save her Nona.
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 We're in the middle of NaNoWriMo. My
Just
brain
to save Nona, we must save Nona.
Right. I love it. And Des is here. Hello. I was hanging out with Des on Friday at a local coffee shop. So doing some write-ins. So that was fun. Let's see. Maggie broke 11K. So she would say it's going really well for her.
Yeah.
Lowry is here and loves the idea of the outline as prompts. Yeah.
I often write out of order, which I found myself doing that with this story. I skipped a scene.
Sure.
Because I want to hurry up and get to the romance part.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's only sort of working.
Lowry is working on their enormous epic gay romance / grimdark fantasy trilogy and is finally onto book 3. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Maggie says yay for series. Maggie says also hubby gave me the cold he brought home from work, so she keeps sneezing on her keyboard.
Oh man.
I visited my sister yesterday and I am allergic to, I don't know, her cat, her dog, her house, something.
Her children. No.
Maybe the children, but they were at my house and I wasn't sneezing like this. So yeah, I started trying to scratch the back of my throat through my ears, and it wasn't a good scene. So I'm still working on clearing my sinuses out of that allergy attack.
Dust, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's the pet. I think it's long-furred cats. Desdemona sent in a 4-piece octopus. I love it. I do actually have some of the octopus aliens in the current story because they're in the same world. So they might as well be background characters, you know? So Felicia is here. Hello and welcome. Let's see. Desdemona is on chapter 4 of the second novel of the Spec Fix series. Awesome. Lowry also says yay to the writing out of order because y'all people are weird and wrong. And I mean, obviously do what works for you. And I'm super happy it works for you. Lowry says they have so many random scenes written, and then my nano / daily writing consists of connecting them. Yeah. So, oh no! Maggie says she can't visit her bestie's house because she is violently allergic to her favorite potpourri. My mom has air fresheners that squirt every 20 minutes that I am allergic to, and she won't turn them off, and I don't understand why. But I think we have her convinced that they're not good for her cats. So she has turned them off, finally. So maybe I won't be allergic to her house this time. So Let's see. Maggie says space squiddies. So anyway, it is Nano. We're 20 minutes in. What do you say about a sprint? Wait, 10 minutes in. 10. I have 0 issues. I'm sorry. Are we ready for a sprint?
Well, welcome to the NaNoWriMo productivity version of it. Shut up and let's start a sprint.
Yeah, that one. So let's see. There's my online timer. Also share audio. Share we go. And let's switch up for that setup and scrolly scrolls. Okay.
Yeah, Jennifer mentions reading S.A. Cosby, All the Sinners Bleed, and like kind of giving her brain a break.
Sure.
And I'm probably gonna smoke my every 4 hours I'm allowed to smoke. So a cigarette.
Okay.
And I am gonna read The Cyst by R.C. Scott while I'm
Ooh,
smoking.
I know that guy.
Kind of like deflate my brain a little bit so I can come back at this with fresh eyes.
Okay.
So I see you, Jennifer.
You need to make your brain pliable so that you can reshape it into something else.
Yeah. So Larry says, yay, Sprint. This is my first social writing of this Nano. They've been so underwater this year. Oh, well, I'm glad you came up for air. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it in a 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, I'm going to get a snack now.
finish that sentence.
Dun dun dun.
And we're back. How was your sprint?
Full of self-care.
I hear you. I had 2 scones and the crumbs from the bottom of a chip bag. So,
Oh my God.
is somebody listening to the stream?
Yeah, I was. I apologize.
Eh,
I was keeping track while I was outside, so
yeah.
you might have an extra view.
Oh no, ouch.
Oh no, more of you.
No.
I didn't even get through the words I wrote yesterday. Maybe I went back a little too far. Maybe I went 2 days back. But while I was editing or reading what I did last time, I got 116 words. So
Oh, cool.
Not useless. And I think it flows a little better. And I changed up one detail so that way I can make it consistent through.
Not bad.
So yeah, I'm not sad.
I got in a surprising 350 words.
Snaps.
And I say that was surprising because my word count was impaired during the middle of that when a certain little girl came up and decided she needed to perch on my chest for a while.
I mean, she deserves all the snuggles and attention that she wants.
Yes, she does, but it's still a little bit hard when you're writing.
Sure. So I'm going to pop into the comments. Doc can read his own.
My word count is impaired.
So RC swung by and gave us, I think that's a flying bat with flames, torches, unclear.
I'm going to presume that the bat is juggling torches in celebration.
That makes sense. So let's see. Felicia got 219 words.
Nice.
I just said I got 116. Rita got 286. Is typing up the handwritten chapter from earlier and adding words and more insight into the characters. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's what I was doing this sprint too. I've
been following Rita pretty much all day.
Nice.
And if we're not both in the chat, then one of us is on stream.
Right.
And yeah, like she has been
nice.
Her daily count so far, I bet you, is pretty formidable.
Wow. Nice. Where am I right now? I don't know. Let's go look at my document. I'm at 7,500.
Not bad.
So I'm keeping pace, and each day I try to get a little bit of wiggle room, an extra 50, 250 words, just to give myself wiggle room, but also 50K is not a full length manuscript. So
yeah,
I'm at 8,073.
Sure.
And I'm hoping to get to 9 tonight. Maybe I think 10 is like that shooting for the stars.
Yeah.
Because every other day I write like 4K, which is better than like if I wrote consistently every day. It's really bizarre.
8,333 is the pace for today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to be sprinting until I get there, whether or not it's 6:30 Eastern time or not. Eastern Standard Time.
Now that we are in Standard Time, yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm at 6,765.
Nice. Very respectable. But if you're in the audience or like in the chat and you only have 200 words, that is fine. Like
that is more than you had before.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And we are 100% supportive of people who are spending this time editing or working on poetry or anything that works for you and refills your creative core,
I've been noticing that I only got in a little over 1,000 words on the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, that's fine. I've got plenty of time to make it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've made the pace each day since then, but not quite enough to make it up. And I'm kind of thinking I may actually enjoy being a little bit behind. That it kind of keeps me going. Kind of like when I'm playing Beat Saber, I don't necessarily have to be the person with the current top score. As long as I see that number keep flicking from 2 to 1 to 2 to 1, so that I know that I'm keeping pace with the leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. I know somebody does like to, keep pace and maybe, but it whatever works for you. I mean,
oh yeah,
so
it's not just writing a story; it's a journey of self-discovery.
it's a journey.
It's a cat.
But if you end the month with more words than you would have had otherwise, that is a win. And if you don't, that doesn't make you a loser. That just means, it wasn't a good month for you, and try again next time, because life gets in the way and we can't always get all the words we want when we want them.
Yes, probably the most motivating thing I've heard today.
Yep. Writing is about perseverance.
Yeah.
Not about speed or talent. It's about perseverance.
Yep.
It is yet another human persistence hunter behavior.
I would say publishing is skill, persistence, and luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But writing itself, it can take as long as you want.
You can get published without skill or persistence, but you cannot get published without luck.
It's true. It's true. So let me pop back into comments real quick. Let's see. Lowry was still counting. They're being quote unquote ridiculous and writing by hand. If writing by hand works for you, do it.
There's like a formula
per page or something.
Instead of having, doing it per page, it's like 12 by 7 or something like that.
I still want to know my exact, not my approximate.
Oh, man. So, no, I got to do the formula.
Lowry got 277 words. Let's see.
Which is like super fast by hand.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Maggie says that Scarlet Charlotte is walking around with the witch's cat, and it bought her a new dress and paid for a room. And then it dumped the box of witch ashes on the floor, and in a font of magic, Winnie climbed out. So
okay.
Des got 130 words, snacks, and had a bit of a Discord distraction, as one does. Let's see. Rita says that they are just beginning their journey hosting sprints, but is almost always at a writing stream.
Yeah, we share a lot of space together.
Alex, hello and welcome. Alex is at 9,199, I think, for NaNoWriMo, not the day.
I think that's for the month, not for the sprint. But
I mean,
I'm guessing.
I know people who do both. So Lowry also finds being behind motivating. And Rita agrees. Never give up. Doc says,
never surrender.
Okay. Rita just estimates word count on paper. It's about 300 words per page for her. So let's see. Lowry, right with you. Wants to know the exact averages between 120 and 160. So it's very variable for them. So, and Maggie's word count is creeping closer to 12K. Oof. Everybody is on a roll. I'm super excited and happy to hear it.
I get motivated when people pass me.
Oh.
So really, I'm competing against myself. Mm-hmm. However, I could have that.
Yeah.
I always have in the back of my head that one time I did a nano and a half. But, I'm also doing a lot of blogging and podcasting and stuff too. And, there's
and day job.
and day job. So
hell, your platform is a day job.
It would be nice to
have 2 jobs.
The Facebook page starting to give me some money, so that's actually kind of exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, oh, hello. We have Fag the Troll. Welcome. Fag has 11,708. Very solid.
Nice.
Decent lead right there. Let's see. Maggie is going to be right back. She went to heat up dinner for the youngest who worked 10 hours at the dog rescue today because they had 14 people call out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Poor kid.
I did not intend on eating all of that ice cream. However, here we are.
There's
Right?
Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben and Jerry's pints are single servings. So.
Yep. So GH Ma just joined. Hello and welcome. We're doing writing productivity sprints. If you're writing, you can write with us. If you're not feeling it, you don't have to. Some people fold laundry during the sprints, and some people read and relax. So whatever works for you.
As long as you have a snack.
Right. We are 100% pro snacking on this stream.
We are pro snacking on this stream.
So let's see. Lowry says that their local group used to have a spreadsheet with the leaderboard, and it was rare for them to get into the top, but they would compete with the people right around them. Yeah. We had somebody in our local group who would do 50K the first weekend. She would spend like the rest of the year editing or outlining, and then she would just that whole month 50K a day. It was ridiculously impressive.
My mom can do 50K in a day, and she says 50K is a good day.
Mm-hmm.
And so she laughs at me when I do Nano.
Does she ever reread her stuff?
Sometimes.
So
I think she should publish, but she doesn't understand structure or anything like that. So
yeah,
a blog maybe, you know.
Or AO3.
I guess it counts as fan fiction because
I think it's OCs on AO3.
Their Substack.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So share your own fan works, get notified, participate in challenges. Yeah, I don't know that you can't do original fiction. I don't know. I haven't posted anything. I've just read some stuff there.
I have an AO3 account. I think I had intended on posting some content that technically it was set in the world of darkness. So I consider it like RPG lit or whatever.
Right. Lit RPG, I think.
Lit RPG, excuse me.
Let me pop some comments. Hey, CB, long time no see. CB is at 10K, 241 words for the month so far.
Nice.
No worry about the double chat. It happens. And Dwan is here. Hello and welcome. Good to have you here. Are you doing Nano? I can't remember. I know you have so many projects up in the air right now. So Nano isn't always a good time of year for people because November can be busy. So
yeah.
That's actually part of the reason why they chose November. They figured that if you can do it with everything else going on in November, you can do it anytime.
There is also the weather is such that staying inside feels nice for many of us.
There is that, but the other aspect of it is that those tools are available all year round.
Yeah.
And while they do have other events, you can just pop on and say, I'm going to start on this day. I'm going to do this many words. I'm ending on that day. Help me, NaNoWriMo. Let's get it done.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I was correct. Juan is not doing Nano, but is being mindful of his word count. And CB thinks that the first Nano was July of 99. Let's see. NaNoWriMo first year.
I am not sure.
Yep.
I found out about it in 2009. So
it did start in 1999.
Was it July?
Yeah, it was July, and it was 20 other people, and it started in San Fran.
Yep.
So
They still do the Writing Dangerously event in San Francisco.
yeah. It kind of makes me a little sad I'm on the wrong coast for that. But yeah.
If I were rich and famous, I would just, fly. And,
Right.
Yeah.
So CV didn't start until 2012, was 17 in 1999. I tried a couple times. Like I knew about it in 08, I know. Definitely by then I knew it was a thing. Probably before then. But the first year I actually pushed through and made it the whole month was 2013. So I'm entering this is my 10th NaNoWriMo. I took 1 year off because my life had a lot going on that month.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. This is my.
I believe my first one was 2011.
Okay. You got me beat.
Yep.
2009.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I love the fact you can just go to your projects tab on the site and look at when the last projects were.
I did have to enter a bunch by hand when they redid the site, and like
Yeah.
I was so excited when they started having camp and nano on the same website.
Yeah.
Not that I'm any good at camp. I stink at camp, but I can do nano.
I used to do Script Frenzy when they did that. It was like 100 pages of comic script, or you could do TV shows or movies or whatever.
Nice.
As long as it was scripting.
Sure.
And I miss it. I wish sometimes I will spend April, because it was always April.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would reinstate like some of the points of measure that Script Frenzy used.
Yeah.
It was still letters of light.
Sure. Okay. Let me pop into the comments real quick. CB thinks this is their 12th. Felicia wrote 153 words while we were talking and is now at 1,472 of today's words. Thag is having their first nano and is 54. So nice. GH Ma, 100%. GH Ma says, I knew about it during the lockdown, at least one advantage of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh my, Maggie's first was Camp Nano in July of 2017.
Remember when they did camp for June and July? Or was it July and August?
I can't remember that.
They did one and then they did the other so that you could edit or start a new thing. Or
I didn't really get into it until it was April and July.
Yeah, I remember it being April and July, but
yeah. So CB says it was June and August because it was
June and August.
Yeah. So let's see. Larry did it first in 2004 and then skipped several years to 2009 and has done it every year since then. That's awesome. CB missed Script Frenzy by a year because they replaced it with a second Camp Nano.
Yeah.
CB's first Camp Nano was a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Rita says this is their second Nano. Awesome.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. And let's see. Maggie has tracked 85K 20 Jan through March, August, hashtag August 80K, pre-Timber and pre-Tober, and Edicember in her nano. So she's got a crazy high word count on her page. Yeah. 1,685,495. Sorry, I have 0 issues. I have to count commas. Awesome. It sounds like everybody's got some pretty solid stuff. What
I'm
about
only
another
like a quarter.
sprint?
Yeah.
Another sprint. I need more words. I got 120. We've been here an hour. Let's get going. Wow. I mean, I love hearing about everybody's nano. Trust me, I do.
All right.
So, but let's get some words in. 3, 2, 1. Snacks. I mean, go.
Shut up and write.
And we're back. Here's my microphone.
Oh, that microphone.
Right. Whew. So how was your sprint?
I ate ice cream.
Nice.
And I medicated myself because my body is in pain.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, hon.
It's okay. It's part of the curse, you know. So and I don't think I have the brain wherewithal to write right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna refuel the well.
Yeah.
By watching Survival Horror Network.
Nice.
They uploaded a game. It's very interesting. It's called Don't Scream.
Okay.
And apparently there's like a 20-minute timer.
Oh, I heard about this.
And it's like filmed on a VCR recorder.
Okay.
And dated for 1993.
Okay.
And it's like found footage, sort of spooky stuff. So I'm gonna refill my well a little bit.
Nice. I heard about that and realized that I would lose that game every time. I have a well-honed startle reflex. Even if I'm not scared, I startle well enough.
Yeah.
That I would fail that miserably. So, Doc, how was your sprint?
Mine actually went pretty well. I got in 377 more words.
Nice. I got 469. So
nice.
I'm quite pleased, although, I'm still at, 500 and change for the day. So I've got a few more sprints to go, definitely. Yawn attack.
Yawn attack.
So, popping into the comments, Dwan has the highest respect for people who do nano. CB has major issues with big numbers if they don't have commas. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Rita had
spaces.
Yeah. Rita had to pop out. Lowry had to go. Their kid just came home and is back again because it was a good excuse to go to the kitchen to get chocolate. Maybe that's why. Maybe. Yeah, I think my words would go better if I had more chocolate.
Do you need an emergency chocolate infusion? Did you set up your truffle reward system this year?
I did not. I usually buy a box of like 150 Lent truffles, and I did not this year. I'm feeling a little lighter on the chocolate. I mean, not like no chocolate. I still have some Lents over there I'm gonna eat, but sometimes you gotta switch up the snacks. I mean, wait, are you still doing your turtle Chex Mix with the extra peanut M&Ms?
Actually, today's snack is the creator's cheese and caramel mixed popcorn.
Nice.
That sounds amazing.
Nice. I had some scones a friend made me that were delicious with butter or margarine and the crumbs from a bag of potato chips.
Yeah.
The popcorn is a nice blend of salty and sweet. The only problem with it is that because the caramel popcorn is heavier than the cheese popcorn, it all ends up at the bottom when you first open the bag. So you kind of have to find a way to
mix it up real good
a bit at first. And it's like, I almost wish I just had a bin that was large enough I could dump the whole thing out and mix it in.
And mix it up.
Yeah. So let me pop to the comments. Felicia got 539 words. Snaps.
Nice.
Very solid. Des thinks that ice cream sounds really good.
Ice cream is planned for later.
Maggie got 419 words and is up to 12K, 77 for the day.
Nice.
Felicia is headed to a kid's birthday party. Have fun, and I hope the shrieking doesn't give you a headache and the kids have a great time.
Yes. Wish you the best.
Yeah. Dwan is learning that when he's distracted that his typing skills are terrible today.
Oh.
So, Felicia hit 211 words out of trying to hit par today. So definitely above and beyond.
Always good.
Des got 210 this time. Lowry, including getting chocolate, got 224 words. CB got 101 and is jamming out to Bon Jovi's Bed of Roses.
Nice.
Patrick says, hello, humans.
Hello, Patrick.
RC is putting the no in nano. Why is that funny? It shouldn't be that funny, but it is. Okay. Let's see. CB added another 22 words. RC would like some of that chocolate. So
Yeah.
mine is in that box right there.
Yeah.
So, Lowry is less than 40 words from today's goal. Nice. Let's see. CB's favorite line so far, because CB's working on a Nano project that's a Marvel fanfic. Now, Steve, we know you're a crotchety old capsicle, but that doesn't give you the right to snap at that.
Okay.
I love it. RC had a chocolate granola bar.
Yum.
And for me, thank you. Maggie went boom.
Thumb. Okay.
Chain. Yeah.
Hey, fanfictioner guy. Sharing a line. Action. Walks into the chat through an unexpected silver portal that appears before them. Trip over something and end up falling down a long set of marshmallow stairs with a boing, bloop, blorp, blob, doing splob, bloop, and splat into the lurk button. Thank you for swinging by. Always good to have you. Oh, so yeah,
Wow. Cool.
solid friends. Crowd. So glad to see everybody here.
Oh, the groceries are here.
Maybe we should slide to Sprint while he's dealing with groceries.
That sounds good. Let's do that.
Also, my water cup is empty.
Your sound is kind of in and out.
I don't know. My microphone is like right there. It should move with me.
Okay, you sound all right now.
I don't. Okay. Sorry about that. So, okay, let's do another sprint though. Let me reset the sucker. And 3, 2, first we have CB is also got groceries coming in the morning. And Fanfictioner has a question. What would be interesting situations that can be used in a low fantasy modern day slice of life series? I mean, I think anything that people will post about online, my kid said this cute thing, dealing with relationship issues, cars breaking down, barista cute meets.
Yeah, but here's something.
Trying to do a marathon or a 5K, depending on their fitness level.
It's like you say low fantasy. How much fantasy do you want it? Because I'll admit, the thing that obviously comes to mind is your grocery delivery is here. The people delivering are not people.
Right? Obviously. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and share yours. Yeah. Oh no, it's a yawn attack. I'm gonna attack by a yawn. Oh, okay. Where was I?
You're waiting for Fanfictioner guy to type up one of his 2 ideas he's come up with.
Okay, Fanfictioner, you've got 10 seconds. Oh, here we go. Okay. 1, during a trip to the shops with one of his daughters, the protagonist bumps into an old friend and they're shocked to see him with his adopted daughter saying, "Daddy, who's that?" Surprising the old friend. "I didn't know you had a daughter." My yawns are contagious. My plan is working.
You have a devious plan to take over the world through yawning?
I mean, I think maybe I'm just trying to be my best cat self and inspire people to naps. So let's see. And other one is during a lunch break after returning to his education that had a special exclusion on his academic year. A brother of a friend who graduated the college is very surprised to see protagonist be visited by his girlfriend and the two girls that are his adoptive daughters, the complete opposite of what they remember their older sibling said about the protagonist. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, always surprising old friends is fun, or people who had lower expectations for you. So, okay. You write your story, I'll write mine, and let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2,
Okay,
1.
perfect.
Boom, shaka laka 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 laka. And we're back.
Yeah, you have a Mac too. Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm at 1,000 words for the day. That sprint was what?
Nice.
I wrote 100 words. That,
Nice.
that doesn't suck.
No, not at all. So I got, I think 415.
Nice.
So
Let's see.
exactly 1,000. Cracks me up. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm at 773 words for the day.
Mhm.
Less the 727 I did earlier means I did 46 words this sprint. But I also got my groceries put away, so
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So let me pop up. A lot of people popped in and popped out. Okay, scrolling up. Let's see. Mama Maggie was looking at the Lego Christmas wreath and Christmas tree and found out they were $129.
Oh.
And David swung by. Hello. Maggie is like, I am not spending $189 for a Lego Christmas village.
Yeah, my husband is of the same mind. However, if my mom buys it for him,
I was going to say, have you priced Legos? That's depending on how many pieces that actually makes.
Depending on how many pieces, sometimes it's a good deal.
Yeah. But it's Legos, yeah. But they are very particular and so many different pieces. So Maggie remembers her brother having a 5-gallon bucket because they were cheap, but now starter kits are $50. $50 is cheap these days, unfortunately.
And how many years of inflation go between those?
Yeah. Maggie read in a recycling blog that every landfill in the world has at least 100 pounds of discarded Legos. You can run them through the dishwasher, people.
Yeah, you don't discard Legos. You wash them and pass them on to a new generation.
That's true.
Hi.
Angela, hello. Swung by to smoosh the button. Thank you.
Push the button.
CB had to bounce. Sorry I missed saying goodbye. I was in the zone. Mama Maggie says, in the future, 1,000 years from now, archaeologists are going to be, what are these little cubes? There's so many. They must be some kind of currency tracker for trading. No. They're going to assume they were religious because anything we can't make sense of were clearly a religious thing. Why are the knives in the rafters? Because it's closer to the gods, or because it's out of reach of the toddlers? Sorry.
No, actually, it's all. What the question is not what are these things, but why did the ancients choose to use these impermanent reusable building materials inside their homes?
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, Hannah, and welcome. We were in the middle of a productivity sprint. For many of us, we are writers, and it's National Novel Writing Month, otherwise known as NaNoWriMo. And yes, there will be another sprint after this one. Usually not, but it's NaNoWriMo, and I don't have my words in yet. So, so everybody said hi to Hannah. Hannah has about 250 words left to meet their goal for today. Just got to make themselves do it.
Nice.
Yep.
Hi.
I'm in that boat.
Yeah. So, hey, Jen Writes Romance. Yes, there are in fact a bunch of streams this month, this day, this hour, etc. So, Hannah, right? Hannah was at a writing event over the weekend, and it finished, and needs to find more live streams. I am here every Sunday of the year, basically.
Every now and then you take a weekend off, but
very rarely, though. Definitely no more than one per quarter. I try for less than that. So, oh, but Hannah is a group writer. Writing with other people is the only way they get stuff done. So, and Here is the AuthorTuber list, tiny URL / AuthorTube. Which
If you
I
have
need to
cats,
check
you're
out.
never really writing alone.
It's true. It's true. So Greg is here. Hello and welcome. Are you working on any projects today or just hanging out? Because I know you're not a writer. So you're probably not doing NaNoWriMo, but if you ever want to try it. So, oh, Maggie is headed to Caro's stream. Awesome. Let's see. Maggie filled the dishwasher. Greg cheered me on. Dwan is working on the script editing he needed to do before his quote work day tomorrow. Does that mean you're not planning on working or every day is a work day? Desdemona got 301 words. Hello, Scribbles. Scribbles thinks your kitty looks like their kitty. And we all say hail to the feline overlords. So Greg says 1 hard drive with 1 million in Bitcoin is also in the landfills.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick says you discard Legos because your kids keep turning them into carpet weapons and you don't want to break your foot more.
No, you just learn to wear boots in the house.
So Desdemona says there was a service that let you quote unquote rent Legos, and they got it for their kids since he'd build a kit once and would be done with it. It was cheaper than buying them all new, and Des still has all the Legos she'd buy with him, and Des will keep those Legos forever if he doesn't let them over. Lowry got 236 words, even though they were interrupted. Definitely over goal. Woo! But figured I might as well since we were starting. Yep. Des is with me and also needs more words.
More words.
Greg. Oh yes, Des is streaming. Des has joined the streamer world. Just before joining us last week. Last week. Let's see. Jen, thanks Maggie for the list. Sorry, it's like I should have stopped when my total was 1066. Yeah, Des's stream is
on Twitch. Okay.
Greg is here to hang out. So, Maggie says, "You're welcome. It's our best resort."
Something's up with your audio, Morgan.
That's it.
Did your plug come out or something?
No, it was in fine.
Now it's much better.
It's like the noise canceling is trying to cancel you.
That's so weird.
Yep.
So sorry about that. Dwan says my writing is my work, but I was off today until I wasn't.
Ah, okay.
And for those who don't know, Devin used to have a channel that was Devin never posted any videos, but had playlists of all the people who had their AuthorTube channels on YouTube. And some of those channels used music that may have been copyright. And during the whole big crackdown a year ago?
2 years ago?
Was it that long ago?
They killed his stream, but they didn't kill the original source material?
Yeah. And,
right.
And they locked him down, deleted his channel like it never existed, and didn't respond to anything, and was like, oops, sorry, it's gone forever. So it was ridiculous, and most of us
Devin helped to make the AuthorTube YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably because the sources were like getting 1 or 2 hits.
The Excel sheet.
All of the hits for all of their music. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, and they banned him for life for no reason. It was playlists. It wasn't even stuff on his channel. It's ridiculous and horrible. And oh wow, it really was 2 years ago. Oh my goodness, time flies. Hello, Bpanha got 316 total. 50K sounds overwhelming for someone new, but looks forward to NaNoWriMo to give them motivation. Hanha says, I feel as if I can't move forward unless I'm 100% satisfied with sentences, even though I know I shouldn't be doing editing. Yeah.
This NaNoWriMo is great for training yourself to not edit and just put words down and move on,
Yeah.
because you're going to fix it in post anyway.
Yeah. So Jen says, I still chat with him on Insta. And Maggie says, it was so nice to click Devin's playlist for a day and just let it run.
Yeah.
So it's very frustrating, but algorithms are king in fighting with YouTube. Just
Pinterest has been going into my stuff and like zotting pins, and then they're like, they send an email like a half an hour later saying, hey, we reviewed your thing and it doesn't violate any of our terms, so we're reinstating it.
Yeah, it's very, very weird. So
yeah,
Maggie's right. With NaNoWriMo especially, you gotta duct tape your inner editor and throw them in the closet in the back of your mind.
Yep.
So although I did admit I'm trying a little bit of editing, but it's mostly rereading where I left off yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you've got a quiet copy editor who will like help you fix that sentence that you wrote last time so that it flows better to what you're about to write, that's good. But the development editor that wants to rework everything you did for the last 2 weeks, no.
Or the little editor that says, hey, by the end of the scene, we realized this was actually their motivation. So let's sprinkle it in a little sooner.
Yeah.
Write a note, fix it later.
Yeah. So Hannah says, for real, they're just trying their best to take notes and not get overwhelmed with details for this draft. She can fix it all in the edits.
Yeah.
And Maggie, I think, was mocking the YouTube notification system's reliability.
And sarcasm.
Yes, that's what the /s/ is. So, and Des is turning this nano into a word hose, whereas
I'm trying.
They will really need to trim after. The first 3 chapters and prologue hit 15K words. Oh,
whoa.
Wow. Their chapters are usually not that long. And Lowry's got 1341 for the day and only needed 1060 because they're doing a mountain-shaped word count plan with lower at the beginning and end and higher in the middle. Okay.
Yep.
So
I've been known to do that as well.
Something takes a week off in the middle of the month. Something.
Having lots of leave, needing to burn it before the end of the year.
I am not in that situation. I have to start being a little careful about where I spend my time. So Lowry is probably going to go soon because dinner and grocery shopping need to happen. I hear that.
Yep, I did grocery shopping last spring. So.
Right? So Maggie listens to what she writes each day because her damaged brain tends to leave things out like verbs and nouns and punctuation. Yeah. It's best to go over that fresh. Also, like if you do voice to text, going over that while it's still fresh in your mind, what you were trying to say to see what missed words and stuff. Is that a cat meowing?
It is.
It's not mine.
Do they need love and affection and gushy food?
Maybe.
So
it is likely.
Usually we stop 8 minutes ago, but I need to do another sprint. Who else is up for another sprint?
I'm going to drop out.
Okay. Well, give people your info so they know where to find you and when to find you.
You can Google me at Sako Tumi or Sako. You can shower yourself in confetti by accident. But you'll find my website, my YouTube,
I don't have a Mac.
We can get you one just for streaming.
Okay.
Actually, that would be hilarious with your setup to have a Mac. a Mac just for streaming, and then writing on your Windows boxes. No.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us, Sako, and rest up. You got a lot of words in this weekend, so I think you're doing solid. And you do Tuesday morning streams, right?
I sure do. And a Tuesday night stream.
Yeah. So, well, somebody needs your love.
She's wandering back and forth behind me.
And we'll catch you next week.
Okay, Spader.
Not trying to kick you out, but want to get to a sprint, so. So.
I'm trying to remember which one was the balloon one. Yep. That's
very nice. Very nice. So let me pop to the comments real quick. Patrick is happy to help Maggie with verbs. Pick him, pick him. And Maggie says she gets such interesting voice to text translations sometime. Is totally in for another sprint. RC noticed that Dago is here and cheered because obviously it's awesome. And Maggie let me know that I should probably call it quits at 7 so we can pop over to Caro's sprint. So, and yes, I sadly had no confetti. Go Thag! Thag is at 11,754 for the month and is trying to push themselves because they have to be back at work on Thursday morning. Yeah. I hear that. So, okay, let's do some words. In 3, wait, I need to reset the timer first.
Yes, helps.
For those who are new, I do 23-minute sprints because it's 2023 and I'm easily amused. And also 20 to 25 minutes is my sweet spot. So Maggie cheered Thag for their count so far. And let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Chaka-laka-laka. Fireworks. Okay. And we're back. So, how was your sprint, Doc? I got 448 words, despite someone demanding a lot of playtime. So much playtime, all the playtime.
Yeah, I did notice that you had a bit of a Catticus attack there.
I had to bring out the dinosaur because I don't know how many of you know this, but there's been an epic battle of dinosaur versus cat since time began. And also, it's padded, so if he does his like grab and kick with the back paws, my arm doesn't get scratched the bleep up because someone wanted to wrestle, not just say hi. So
let's see. I happened to do the math to figure out how many words I got.
Sure. Math is always the annoying part. I get it.
Holy crap, I was on a roll.
Nice.
I got in 459 words in that sprint.
Nice. That is very solid. Very, very solid.
Yeah, that was like I was really surprised. I usually top out around 400.
Yeah,
That's like half again. Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I got 448 words. So spitting distance to you. So for me, I know in a 20-25 minute sprint, I get between 300 and 500, assuming I get more than 5 words.
Yeah.
So I'm right on par for a decent writing day, or a decent writing sprint, at least for me. So that I know Sako says she likes to compete against other people, but I like to compete against me, and so I just like to see how I'm doing against my average kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, there are elements of both of that. You can do both.
Sure. But for this, it's like, am I having a good day on a Morgan scale rather than trying to compare myself to, you know, Maggie or Larry or Dwan, you know?
Right. So I've gotten 1,232 words total today.
Nice.
So I just need like another, I guess if I do another 500 so words, that should put me on par again.
So 2 sprints and you're there with wiggle room.
Maybe 1 if I do another one like that last one.
Jeez. Yeah, seriously. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it. I know Caro's sprint or stream started at the top of the hour. So I thought I would share the stream and join somebody else's instead of just staying on mine.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's pop through the comments real quick. And let's see. Oh, nice. Okay. So Lowry had to bounce. Hello, Soul Free Wolf. Soul Free did a little bit witchy and loves fairy tales. So it was super excited to join us.
Okay.
Hannah got 371 words. Super solid.
Good.
Soul Free came in towards the end of the sprint and tried to say hello, but typoed a little bit with the word witch and so I gotcha. Dez's door chime went off, then the sprint timer went off, which made a most interesting combination.
Why does everything have to happen at once?
No. Right. Dwan took a break from editing to write on a project this sprint and got 250 words. Very solid. Hello and welcome, Cookster Quackerstein. I think this is your first time at my stream, at least with that name.
You got 3 times fast.
So super glad you were able to join us. This was probably our last writing sprint for tonight, but we're here every Sunday. Yep. Cookster got 346. As I said, between 300 and 500 is my sweet spot too. So awesome. Maggie, thank you for joining us. I'm glad our sprints helped you. Desdemona got 381, super solid sprint. B Panha got somewhere between 316 to 394 in their second sprint, was working on the transition of settings within the story and thinking about how they wanted to phrase it. Overall, they're satisfied and look to improve in jotting ideas in future sprints. Awesome. Cool. So let's see. Terror Stream.
Maggie provided the link to Caro's stream for those who are aren't familiar with it.
I can't click that, but I can type that. Let's see.
You can probably select it and copy it.
Maybe in YouTube. I can't do it.
In YouTube, yeah. In YouTube, you should be able to click it.
So, okay. Here we go. Yeah, in YouTube, I can do the click. So that's good. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. Hannah, thank you for joining us, even if it was only the tail end. It was so good to have you.
Okay.
So, and thanks for joining us, Quickster. So, you want to tell people where they can find you?
Well, as Maggie said, you can find me at doccoleman.com, or you can go to your favorite search engine and search for Doc Coleman. Take you to my Amazon author page where you can see samples of the various things that I've got published. If you're on YouTube and you look in the comments down below and you find my link tree, you can also look there and find where I am on various social media, including now NaNoWriMo.
Sure. And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I blog, vlog, and podcast, writing tips from the pros, and of course, my own Writerly Musings. You can find this week on my podcast, I was sharing the tools I use to get ready to start a new manuscript. That's on Writing Tips and Writerly Musings, wherever you get your podcasts. And on my blog and my vlog this week, I was talking about writer fears. Every time I start a new manuscript, I have fears that come back, and, I'm going into my 10th NaNoWriMo and I'm still not really published. And what am I doing? Do I even know what I'm doing? And so it's, but all I can control is persistence and work on my skills. And so I'm still here, still kicking at it. You can find me everywhere as Morgan Hazelwood, except Twitter, because I left Twitter.
It's bad. No.
I left Twitter, and also they never gave me the full name. So let's see. Thank you, Dwan. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, and let's see. I'm looking for some writing sprints on Twitch, and it looks like Game of Tomes is doing some sprints. So I'm sending y'all that way, and I'm headed to Kara's stream. Thank you all for coming. It was great to have you, and we'll be back next week. Good luck with your words if you are writing. If not, either way, I hope you have a great day and enjoy some delicious snacks. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.